We're in a rapidly changing world. Technology is changing, demographics are changing, social norms and mores are changing.
There's a significant shift which is happening in the global landscape, which is having a significant impact on the role of a CHRO. That is digitization, the role of AI, machine learning, big data are all coming at a speed in which our ability to comprehend gets so much challenged.
One false statement from your CEO could really have massive repercussions for your brand in a matter of seconds. Those are different times.
How can we unlock potential? And that's, to me, the modern CHRO. How can we unlock the talent of the workforce?
You cannot just sit back and let the world come to you. You have to go out and find out about the world.
There are jobs that are every day being automated or digitized. How do you keep people motivated and comfortable with that level of change?
HR has gone from being important to being absolutely essential. Now we're involved in culture and career development.
We're strategists, we're futurists, we're thinking about what are our employees in 10 years going to want? Who will they be? What will their skills be? I think it's a really exciting time in the field of human resources.
We've now evolved to a point where HR people have a seat at the table. In many ways, HR is playing a role of helping to inform the strategic direction of the company.
HR is the engine of the business because it's all about talent. It's all about creating the right relationship with your employees to drive the business.
This is the organization that really does make sure that the HR function remains relevant.
One of the most important things about NAHR is it does elevate the profession by making it all about HR.
NAHR has been a touchstone for me because it's connected me with a community of the best and the brightest.
The National Academy of HR, to me, means world-class professionals who are coming together to impact their businesses and also advance the profession.
We've got people in our professional area who are doing the best possible work and who are setting standards worthy of pursuit by the current and/or next generation.
NAHR enables us as HR professionals to really place the bar higher on our profession.
The National Academy of HR was originally created to recognize those who have significantly contributed to the profession of HR. Those who distinguished themselves in some way that had a real impact, not just on their own organization, but on the profession in some way.
I was elected a fellow of the National Academy in 1998.
This is my first year. I was inducted as a fellow last year, and it's an incredible honor. I'm being inducted as a fellow into the National Academy of HR this evening.
I'm actually getting inducted tonight as a fellow, which is a great honor for a 35-year career.
NAHR has done a remarkable job of really promoting the field in a tremendous way. And one of those things is by recognizing, of course, individual fellows who are leaders in the HR field, but also through recognizing some of the institutions and organizations that have really been instrumental in trying to help drive the HR field.
What makes a fellow is that they've not only made a sustained contribution to the performance of the company, but they've given back and given something to the profession.
We have the opportunity to recognize excellence in our profession, and I think that builds pride and makes people feel like I've really done something of meaning in my profession and in my organization.
We are at the forefront of advancing how the HR programs help to prepare both HR professionals and those that are teaching HR to students. It helps to prepare them to get us ready for the future.
The National Academy has a CHRO Academy that they run every year, and so it is where existing fellows come and teach about some of the things that these new CHROs will be encountering or likely to encounter, and sharing perspectives.
People will say often that the role of a CHRO can be very lonely because of the confidentiality and the nature of the position. In the case of the National Academy of HR and the fellows, they become an amazing sounding board for you.
Typically, when you start a job, there is a learning curve you go through. The CHRO Academy helps you accelerate the learning curve.
One of the programs that NAHR supports is the Modern Chief Human Resource Officer Role program, which we internally refer to as the Top Seat program. And that program is aimed at developing potential successors to the Chief HR Officer.
You get to hear what's on the minds of new CHROs coming up. And it's also the opportunity to help those folks hopefully become more effective in their jobs faster, and that's really gratifying to me, and it's a chance to, to give back to the function in a meaningful way.
NAHR is having a substantial impact on the profession in the sense that you've got leaders in the profession teaching future leaders.
The fellows are very friendly to each other, very giving, very generous to each other, and we're very generous to the generations that come behind. That will be the future leaders. It's a spirit that I like to be part of.
We run a session for students in which we try to give them a sense of what the career might be like if they are pursuing a human resource management career.
For me, being fresh into the HR sector, it was nice to get a lot of perspective and opinions from some of the fellows' experiences in HR and how to kind of navigate and enter into the HR field.
NAHR is important because it is about development of the profession, development of the expertise and the value that human resources can bring not only to organizations but really to society.
People are very giving. Whenever you ask for help, you're going to get it, and you know that you're asking the best of the best because those are the people that are in the academy.
The value of the National Academy of Human Resources is that it provides a platform for the people who have been these premier performers in the profession. I don't want to sound arrogant, but it's a Hall of Fame.